Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Rating All Pokémon, where I, Hilda, rate all Pokémon very objectively and non-biased. Just the way it should be. No personal opinions in this series, I promise. I've been told about the fact that I barely ever rate any Pokemon lower than a 3 out of 5, and you know what? I don't fucking care. I love all Pokemon except Weedle. So you know, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's gonna be a 3 or a 5. Fuck it. I don't care. It's non-biased. I told you, all Pokemon are great. It's not me, it's just facts. All Pokemon are great. So today we are starting with number 280, Ralts. Now Ralts is probably one of my favorites in the Hoenn region. In my current playthrough I'm trying not to use Ralts because I always use Ralts and it takes a long time to catch one because they're really rare. God damn it. So I'm not using Ralts, which is depressing but also refreshing. Ralts is a psychic fairy Pokemon, which is always a great typing. Love that typing. My nose piercing is sticking out. There we go. Ralts looks like a tiny little toddler that's wearing like a nightgown that's too big. It looks like it could like stumble over its little nightgown. Ralts has these antenna thing on its head. It uses those to sense people's feelings, and if someone is like showing a lot of warm feelings, Ralts will also become a little bit warmer body-wise. It's cute. I mean, what can I say? It's lovely. Ralts is a very sensitive Pokemon, just like toddlers are very sensitive to emotions. When someone is showing hostile emotions, it will hide and not show itself. When someone shows happy and good emotions, it will approach other people. Ralts' shiny form, by the way, is probably one of my favorite shiny forms of all Pokemon. The entire Ralts line, honestly, they have the best shiny form. That color of blue is my favorite color of blue, so best. I've never had a shiny Ralts, but I want one. I want to hold it and hug it forever. Ralts' name is a partial anagram of the word astral, as in astral body. Now this is kind of funny because there's 3 languages where it's all an anagram of astral, but it's all in a different order. So in French it's tarsal, tarsal, and in German it's trasla. It's like, what? They just like mix it up a little bit. They change it around. I think it's creative in a way. Ralts' name may also be based on the name Waltz for the dance, because its entire evolution line is kind of based on dances. Although Ralts is not, because it's a toddler, and toddlers don't dance, apart from in like Toddlers and Tiaras, which is the best show ever. 5 out of 5. Next up is number 281, Kirlia. Now Ralts evolves into Kirlia at level 20. Kirlia is based on a ballet dancer. You can see because it has these really long legs and it stands on its tippy toes and it just looks really awesome. It has a little tutu and it's just like, I'm a dancer or something. Kirlia has these horns on its head that allow it to make a rip in dimensions. It will distort dimensions and it amplifies its psychokinetic powers. It's a pretty strong Pokemon and I just really like the way it is. Another fun thing about Kirlia is that it likes to dance on sunny mornings, and when it has a trainer with positive emotions, it will grow more beautiful. Pokemon Black and White says, if its trainer becomes happy, it overflows with energy, dancing joyously while spinning about. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's just a great Pokemon. Again, Kirlia's shiny form, fucking the best shit. Love it. Kirlia's name is derived from Kirlian photography, which is a way that's a way of photographing that supposedly shows psychic auras or psychic energy around people. Kirlia's name is the same in all languages and I give it a 5 out of 5. Next up is Gardevoir. Now Gardevoir is the Pokemon to which Rule 34 applies the most out of all Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. Don't Google it with your parental control turned off, because that is some shit you do not want to see. Like Meowth sucking Miltank's teat was nothing compared to the shit you can find when you Google Gardevoir. Don't do it. Gardevoir is a beautiful Pokemon, but you know, just don't objectify it. Come on. Gardevoir is a Pokemon that's pretty much based on the Guardian Angel. It is a guardian Pokemon. It will protect its trainer with its life, and it has these crazy ass psychic powers that can create small black holes and distort reality, and it's fucking crazy. It's a crazy but awesome Pokemon. It can like lift itself up into the sky. It doesn't need gravity to fly. Gravity to fly? Do we need gravity to fly? We don't need gravity to fly because fucking my brain. It can support itself without feeling the pull of gravity. That is what I was trying to say. God damn it. Gardevoir also has a mega form where it grows like a beautiful ball gown. It kind of looks like a wedding dress, except in the shiny form where its dress suddenly is black. It has a black dress when it becomes a mega. I don't know, it's weird. Gardevoir looks like a guardian angel, but it also may be based on spirits that are too attached to the world to leave to the beyond, kind of, which is a creepy thought, but pretty cool. Pokemon Ruby says, Gardevoir has the ability to read the future. If it senses impending danger to its trainer, this Pokemon is said to unleash its psychokinetic energy at full power. It will fuck anyone up that will hurt its trainer, which I think is awesome. To like continue on the dancing theme, Gardevoir is based on a principal dancer, which is the main dancer of a dancing show, a ballet, whatever, the main dancer, and that is what Gardevoir is based on. And you can kind of tell, it looks regal, it looks beautiful, it's elegant, and it's probably a good dancer. I don't know, I wouldn't know. I've never seen it dance. Gardevoir's name already sounds a bit French. That is because it's based on the word God, which means guard in French, and devoir, which means duty in French. I think Gardevoir is one of the coolest Pokemon. I honestly really like Gallade too, which is the male version of Gardevoir, but it's not in this generation, so we're not gonna talk about it. But Gardevoir for me is a 5 out of 5. Obviously. Dumb, why would you even ask? I don't know. Next up is Pokemon number 283, Surskit. Now, opinions on Surskit are... they're not very nice. People don't like Surskit for some weird reason. I don't know why, but I fucking love Surskit. Have you seen Surskit in the latest gen games? It just like little like slides over the ground and it looks so fucking adorable. I love it. So Surskit has this little cap on its head with a little antenna, and out of that antenna comes syrup, which will attract prey for it so it can eat. And it also secretes oil from the tips of its little feet so it can slide over water, which is what makes it pretty much Jesus. That's not what I wanted to say, but it's true. Jesus. Here's a little contradicting Pokedex fact, which I always love. Pokemon Sapphire says, if Surskit senses danger, it secretes a thick, sugary syrup from the tip of its head. There are some Pokemon that love eating this syrup. So it senses danger, it secretes the syrup from the tip of its head, with which it attracts Pokemon that might actually also be dangerous. Makes no sense to me. But sure, here's a fun fact about Surskit that makes me like it even more. The way its body looks with like the shape and the distinctive color differences between the cap and its head, it looks like a curling stone. I fucking love curling. Curling is the best sport. I could watch curling all day, every day. It's the fucking greatest. I have nothing to say. Surskit is just great. I hope my love for Surskit will make you love Surskit because it deserves everyone's love and it gets a 5 out of 5. But then Surskit evolves into Masquerain, and Masquerain is the eyeball Pokemon. The eyeball Pokemon. I'm just dead. That's the best. The eyeball Pokemon. What? So it's called the eyeball Pokemon because it has these wings, and if it puts these wings together, it looks like an eye, but not an eyeball, because balls are spherical. But sure, Pokemon, you do what you want. Masquerain has 3 sets of wings, which allows it to fly in any direction it wants, like it can just go diagonally, what is that? And up and down, left, right, you know, the things. It can fly. Pokemon Sapphire says, Masquerain's antennas have eye-like patterns that usually give it an angry look. If the eyes are droopy and appear sad, it is said to be a sign that heavy rainfall is on its way. That's pretty darn awesome. I love it. I think Masquerain is a really like majestic and beautiful moth-like Pokemon. We all know moth Pokemon are the best Pokemon. Not the best, but they're great. They're great Pokemon. Masquerain's name comes from masquerade as in disguise and rain because it can sense rain. And fun German fact, the German name for Masquerain is Maskeregen. And Regen is German, but also Dutch, Regen, for rain. They just changed the word rain to the German word for rain. Come on, Germany, you can do better than that. Wow. 5 out of 5. I gave all Pokemon 5 out of 5 this episode. Fight me. Fight me. That was it for today's episode. I had a good time. These were fun Pokemon to talk about. I hope you had a good time watching this video. If you're interested in me talking about more Pokemon, check out my previous videos because there I talk about more Pokemon. What? Yeah. I have nothing else to tell you apart from that I'll see you next week, and I love y'all, and Pokemon's great. It is a I like the play.